Welcome. We're diving deep into the Black Panther Party's 10-point program, a document as alive today as it was in 1966. Today, we'll explore the powerful demands and principles that continue to inspire movements for justice and equality.
Freedom. The Black Panther Party knew freedom wasn't a gift handed down. It was a right seized, a power claimed. It was about Black communities controlling their own destiny, their own schools, their own economies, their own futures.
A job. The Panthers knew that true freedom meant economic freedom. They demanded full employment, a radical idea in a nation built on the backs of the underpaid and the overworked.
Generations of stolen labor, of land ripped away, of bodies exploited for profit. The Panthers demanded reparations, not as charity but as a reckoning. They demanded a return, a reinvestment in the very communities plundered for centuries.
Chapter 4. Decent Housing, a Human Right. The Panthers knew that decent housing wasn't a privilege, it was a fundamental right.
Chapter 5. Education for Liberation. The Panthers called for an education that exposed the lies, the distortions, the half-truths that propped up a system built on oppression. They wanted an education that empowered, that instilled critical thinking, that revealed the true history of this nation.
Chapter 6. No more Black bodies for war. The Panthers demanded an end to the draft, to the forced conscription of Black men into a military that served a government that denied them basic rights. This was a refusal to be pawns in a game rigged against them.
Chapter 7. End the Brutality, a cry for justice. Police brutality wasn't just an incident, it was a constant threat, a terror that hung over Black communities like a shroud. The Panthers demanded accountability, justice, and a transformation of the relationship between law enforcement and the communities they were sworn to protect.
Chapter 8. Free Our People. The Panthers saw the criminal justice system not as a system of rehabilitation, but as a tool of control, a new form of slavery. They demanded an end to mass incarceration, to the school-to-prison pipeline, to a system that criminalized Blackness itself.
Chapter 9. A Jury of Our Peers. The Panthers demanded a jury of their peers, a fundamental right enshrined in the Constitution, but denied to countless Black men and women. They understood that true justice required representation, a system where the scales weren't tilted by prejudice and bias. Chapter 10. Land, bread, housing, education, clothing, justice, and peace. The Panthers understood that the fight for liberation wasn't just about dismantling oppressive systems. It was about building a new world in its place. A world where everyone had access to the basic necessities of life, where education wasn't a privilege, but a right.
The Black Panther Party's 10-point program wasn't just a list of demands, it was a vision, a roadmap for a more just and equitable future. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content on social justice and environmental issues.